Time's up, Admiral.
Here it comes.
All kids out of the pool for Adult Swim. All kids out.
Lego Lord of the Rings Balrog raised eyebrows for what some fans say is an unfortunate pose. I see it. I see it. Oh, I see it. It's taking a piss on Gandalf.
You shall not!
And he says to her, listen, you got a fine white girl ass. So I don't like the look of this D. Listen, I don't need gay or straight boner pills. My boner works just fine.
Before you go, one question.
Yes?
Where in the galaxy is Sanusi?
Show us your tits and I'll tell you.
Yeah, I want to see boobies! I think I've died and gone straight to honker heaven. Boobs are amazing.
Boobs are amazing. Hail and howdy, everybody. Welcome to the Daily Dive. The Double D's, where you, the chat, the audience, the gatekeepers. You are the gatekeepers. You are in charge. You make the ship go round. At least that's how it usually is. Lately, I've been steering this ship, and we've been having a good time. Welcome. It's Monday. It is cold. It's cold. This is a day where I didn't want to get out from under the covers. It's cold out there. And I got to go outside for a few minutes later and dig out the garbage. I don't want to. It's cold. But I have to because garbage piled up yesterday. But anyway, I hope you guys are doing well this Monday. Happy Hanukkah to my fellow tribesmen, all the 12 tribes. Happy Hanukkah if you're out there. We are going to do our best today. I don't have a plan. I got no plan today. Nothing outside of the obvious thing that we will touch on. Nothing has happened since yesterday. And we will simply go through the news. I don't know how long today it's going to go. Going to go today. We're just going to go that. Yes, and I know I have a chat, maybe watches reviews, but I have other obligations before that. So we're going to try for that one tomorrow. Whatever the hell that thing you have me look at, Kratos is. I haven't looked at it yet. Because I have to get ready. I have to do War Between Land and Sea for tonight. My brain, it's so cold. My brain isn't. All right. I'll give you I had a dream last night. I'll give you a dream. And it was a weird one because I don't know why my brain did it. So I had a dream last night that rewrote Star Wars, which is why I don't know. It was very strange. It was Star Wars, but it wasn't. And I don't remember large parts of it, but the last part I do remember is that they had escaped, and we're talking Star Wars. We're talking Episode 4, New Hope. That they had escaped the Death Star, but Obi-Wan had never fought Vader, and they were taking Leia someplace, and I know, and it had to be Star Wars for Episode 4 because Luke and Leia were still making patty fingers with each other because we didn't know brother sister yet, and they were returning. I don't want to say to Tatooine, but to someplace where astromech droids were planting trees and walking around with trees. I remember thinking to myself, man, is that R2? But it wasn't. It was some other astromech droid. And I'm thinking, wow, it's walking on legs and then it's going back to astromech form. It was very strange. And they were talking about getting Leia back home, and she had a butler and a maid waiting for her. And when they arrived in vehicles that did not look like Star Wars vehicles, too. These vehicles don't look like Star Wars. And they arrived, and all the astromech droids suddenly produced armaments when they came back. Like, no, it's us, we're coming in. And they were all worried that Vader was going to come there. It's like, what do we do if we have to fight Vader? How are we going to stop Vader? And it was just strange. It was just weird. And for a second, I thought Vader was with them, but it was just some bounty hunter in all black wearing a cowboy hat with a weird helmet on. I told you it was strange. It was very strange, and I don't know why my brain did this. I didn't have any Star Wars interaction yesterday except for talking about that stupid Faded Old Republic game. So I don't know where this got dug up from. I don't know where it got dug up from. And was it better than The Room? Yes, because it was at least had some Star Wars elements in it. So yes, it was better than The Room. So that's all I got for you, Kratos. So there's the Dream review. It was strange. It was weird. I was watching it, not participating in it. I wasn't actually there. It was basically like watching a strange movie that I know yet don't know. And there it is. That's what I got for you. That's what I got for you. No, he did. I don't know. I don't pay attention to world-class bullshitters anymore. I haven't paid attention to them for years. They became obsolete as analysts, so I have no idea. Anyway, and oh boo-hoo, Canadians! Oh no, it's so not. I don't care what goes on in Canada. I don't care. I care what goes on here, and it's fucking cold outside. If there was an actual storm right now, I'd be covered in inches of snow. We had a stupid dusting yesterday, which was retarded because I had to go outside and scrape the car, and the ice wouldn't come off. So I just turned on the defroster for 10 minutes and let it do the work for me, and then came back out and wiped it all off. But still, it's cold. I don't care how cold it is in Canada. I don't live in Canada. I live in America, the real world. Anyway, so what are we going to do today? Right now, we're just going to go over the news. I don't have a monologue. I got nothing. I'm still a little sick. My nose is just still kind of wonky. Still coughing up a little bit of stuff. Covered in inches. Inches of snow. Inches of snow. Man, you guys just want to catch me everywhere. Catch me in anything. Even though it's cold, the rules are the same. The rules are the same. $10 to order an Adam rant on just about anything. We could talk about things for $15. Ask me a question. I'll tell you no lies. Topics. That's my favorite right now. That's one I really want from you guys. Then, or when we go over the news segment, choose an article for $15, give you an instant hot take reaction. And of course, chat made me watch his reviews. $35. We got one tomorrow, courtesy of Kratos. And it is called Sex Lives of the Potato Men. I found it on YouTube. So I'll watch it for tomorrow. And I have no idea. And I believe, here we go. The tier is still going on. $100, be merry, be a Grinch. We are $60 away from me being another Grinch. And we are $55 away from me having to be married to somebody. We only got 2 weeks left on this one, guys. If you want to make sure I have to be nice or married to somebody, we have to get those tiers up a little bit more because it's only good till the end of next week, essentially. After Christmas, I'm back as of next Friday when I stream again because we take Thursday off because it's Christmas Day. As of next Friday, when back to Ballbusters, I'm back to normal. I don't have to be nice to Dermy, my bestest friend in the world, and Kratos, who's just an evil person, a man who wants to make me relive the most horrible moments of my life while trying to find things to take down my channel, or Weasel the Shaved Furry, who basically wants us to all go on a camping trip together and do furry stuff. Ugh. So we have only 2 weeks left of that. So if you guys want me to be merry or be a Grinch people, get it up there. Get it up there. Anyway, what do we got going on today? Like I said, I have no plan today. I got no plan because nothing has happened of pop culture news significance since yesterday. And all the videos that I'm going to put out today courtesy of yesterday's content, are essentially still valid. So I've got nothing else to talk about. So we're just going to go over the news, maybe have some conversations. You guys feel like it. And of course, we'll see where it takes us. So why don't we just go right into the news? I'm not going to dilly-dally show us out. If we go a little short today, we go a little short. Excuse me. Oh my. Hold on. Yeah, that was unpleasant. Tiny little fragments. Ugh. And I swear it's because of my nose. It's not really my chest anymore. It's because of my nose. I got to blow my nose now. Oh, I'm so tired of this, whatever it is. I'm so tired of it. It's just hanging on. This tiny little bit of it's hanging on, making my life difficult. Anyway, we'll go over the news and we'll see where it takes us. We will see where it takes us. And let me see. So we're going to go over the news. Where is it? There it is. And we'll have the day with us here. All right. So let me refresh everything. And we'll see some conversations. Have some conversations. All right. So let's bring it up. And of course, we do know by now, everybody knows what the news cycle is focused on right now. That is, of course, the murder of Rob Reiner and his wife by allegedly their son. I will just say this. I will simply say this. Rob Reiner as a human being was not a good person. He was a terrible human being. He was an ideological commie lunatic. But if the reports are true on how their son allegedly murdered them, no one should go out like that. I do not wish death. I would rather Rob Reiner had lived to be shamed for his lunatic behavior. I would not want to see him dead. And Rob Reiner made good movies, made bad movies. Despite him being a lunatic, he made some really good movies. I may not agree with a lot of people on the level of how epic or great some of the movies are, but he made some good movies. One of them, I do really like A Few Good Men. It's an excellent movie. Jed and I have covered it on Driving before. You can go back and watch us talk about that. So Rob Reiner made good movies, and he may have been a lunatic commie nutcase who spewed lies and pushed fervor of anger in people, fed the anger. But this is ghoulish, nasty shit. So, yeah, I saw that the daughter found the body. I was wondering this morning when I woke up, because it popped in my head, how did the police know to go there? I didn't know until this morning when I was reading some stuff that the daughter found it. And that's a horrible thing to come upon, because this is what happened. I'm not going to say it. This is how the son did it. He did that. So this is horrific, and I don't want to see people dead for disagreeing with me. I want to see them shamed and ridiculed and have to live in infamy. That's what I want. I want them to live, so that, to know they were wrong and to be pointed at and laughed at for being fools. This solves nothing. But then again, who knows? We don't know what here. We don't know if the son is a lunatic. We don't know if he snapped. We don't know what went on in their private lives. We do not know, and we'll find out, because this is going to go on. This is going to go on. That's all I'm going to say about this. That's all I'm going to say about this. I am sorry for the remaining members of their family. I think it's horrific that the daughter found that, and this is what it is. This is what it is. So there you go, man. There you go. We can't. This is not, and I doubt this had anything to do with politics. The thing is, I doubt anything to politics. There it is. From When Harry Met Sally. Terrible movie. Horrible movie. Bad movie. Anyway, so there you go. That's all I'm gonna That's all I'm going to say in that. Sundance Film don't care. Scripted organization. Yeah. Now apparently Trump said some backhanded stuff, just like I sort of did. But Trump's going to be Trump. And listen, Rob Reiner has said some heinous shit about Trump. So I'm not exactly going to fault him for giving backhanded well wishes. Not exactly going to fault it because Rob Reiner said some heinous shit about Trump. So this is a perfect example of why, you know what? Don't air your politics, because if something like this happens, look how I have to dance around. I did not like the man, but the human part of me doesn't want to see something like this happen to anybody. So I have to make sure people understand I did not like the man, but also, this is gore. This is horrifically nasty. And I don't want to be ghoulish and cover this more than I have to. I guys know last night I was kind of figuring out how am I going to get around this, and my final decision was talk about it, push right through it, and move on. Music industry don't care. Anthony Gary, some guy who played stuff in General Hospital, I recognize that face, so I guess he's dead too. Don't care. Everybody Loves Raymond reunion gets new part 2 bonus special air next week's series. They aired the first one. I mean, I know we talked about it. I didn't know it aired. Don't care. I've told you I never liked Everybody Loves Raymond. Never liked it. Never enjoyed that show. Didn't find it funny at all. Smosh sets date for Smosh Hospital live streaming improv comedy show with dual casts. Okay. Korea box office. Zootopia 2 dominates again as local titles hold ground. Yep, Zootopia. We talked about that yesterday on the box office roundup on Roundtable. 1.1 billion. It'll probably slow down around 1.4, 1.5, but boom, got that one wrong. I keep having to say that. When I get it wrong, I get it wrong. Crosses 7 billion. That can't be written correctly. Unless they're talking about the yuan. Unless they're talking about the yuan. I don't know. Young adult drama Scam Croatia. Scram debut trailer for 3rd season. Never heard of that. French president and excuse me. My throat seems to want to shut down on me periodically right now because it's constantly dried out. French President Emmanuel Macron honors Emily in Paris creator Darren Star with Legion of Honor. Sure. Again, this is Trump being Trump. I'm not gonna approve of it, but I'm not also, like I said, I'm not gonna fault him for it, for all the heinous shit that Rob Reiner said about him. One battle after another says HBO Max release date, and I'm sure nobody will watch it there either. Titanic parody, Titanic, to open on Broadway to probably nobody. Netflix CEOs defend Warner Brothers deal in memo to employees. We see this as a win for the entertainment industry, not the end of it. That will simply have to be, we'll have to wait and see. We are now in a waiting mode. We will see if the hostile takeover has any sort of momentum to stop this, and we will see if this thing now clears the regulatory process. We'll just have to wait and see. I don't care that Katie Pavlich changed news stations. Don't care. She had nice tits once upon a time, though. I do remember that. Don't care about Oscar Isaac and that chick there. Don't care about Kate Hudson. She was a Nepo baby. First fiction series from Ruben Östlund. I don't know how to pronounce that. Doesn't matter to me. Portuguese, don't care about Portuguese movies or TV. One battle after another. Hamnet Sinners lead London Critics' Choice. Of course it will. Because all the commie Marxists love it. Is there anything here of interest besides Rob Reiner? And here's all the Rob Reiner stuff again. It welcomed dairy bosses on the shocking finale, the future of Pennywise, and that post-credit scene that ties it all together. I don't care what they did with that. I just don't. And Ryan Johnson says he has conceptual ideas for a 4th Knives Out movie. It'd be interesting to see if it were this kind of thing. All right. You know what? I want to look up real quickly. Hold on a second. I want to look up how Wake Up Dead Man did in theaters. I remember predicting how Wake Up Dead Man was not going to do shit. And is it even registering here? Has it come out yet in theaters, or is that this week? I think it's this week it comes out. Okay, I think Wake Up Dead Man comes out in theaters this week to probably nothing. Probably nothing. All right. We're done here. That's really old stuff now. All right. The final update for Assassin's Creed Shadows in 2025. Okay, arrives tomorrow with new finishers and another Animus quest and more. Nobody's playing that game. Nobody's playing that game. And let's not pretend that anybody cares. Let's not pretend anybody cares. Stalker 2, The Heart of Chernobyl. Should that be Chernobyl? Is that how you spell Chernobyl? Gets free update this week, adding new quest location and hub. Okay. Divinity Original Sin 2 gets an upgrade just days after Larry announces a new Divinity. Maybe one of these days I'll play it. I don't know. The first one was so average that I never had a desire to play the second one. Fallout Season 2 premiere date will happen. Brought forward. Wait, brought forward. Oh, hang on. We have to look at this. I have to look at this because it's tomorrow now. It was supposed to be Wednesday. Now it's tomorrow. Oh, wow. Okay. See, this is important because I'm reviewing Fallout Season 2. All right. So I'm going to be watching this tomorrow night, and we'll try and get the review out on Wednesday then. Looks like, okay, so they pushed it forward. All right, that's important. All right, so I'll be watching Fallout Season 2 probably tomorrow night. And then after we're done here on Wednesday, I'll get the review out Wednesday because I won't have time because it's coming out 9 p.m. Eastern my time tomorrow, which means I'll watch it probably before I go to bed. I'll ruminate on it as I sleep. Then I'll wake up, we'll do this show, and then I'll get the review done after the show and get it out. So, yeah. So, wow. Okay. That's important. That's important because that's content that I'm going to provide you guys. Let's see. One battle after another. Don't care. More. Welcome to Dairy Crap. They want to make a supercut of both films with a 6-hour runtime. No, thank you. Avengers Doomsday directors post fresh Instagram tease as trailer speculation mounts. There's rumors that they're going to be, first one's going to be Captain America heavy. And when I say Captain America, I mean Steve Rogers, not Black Falcon. George Clooney reveals he will no longer be kissing girls in movies. So that era is officially over. Well, no one wants to kiss you anywhere anyway, old man. Todd Howard explains why he has turned down all the offers to cameo in the Fallout TV show so far. Listen, nobody wants to see Todd Howard. All that's going to do is make people angry, right? Seeing Todd, I'm pretty sure if Fallout fans saw Todd Howard in the show while they're trying to find something to like about it, because I know Fallout fans are 50-50 on it, either like it or hate it, that would just piss them off because Todd Howard pissed everybody off. Arc Raiders Cold Snap Survival mechanics fully detailed. Here's everything you need to know. Yeah, Arc Raiders gets an update, I believe, this week. They finally got Dermy to play it last night. He liked it, although they didn't run into anybody, so he hasn't gotten ganked yet. We'll see how it feels after it gets ganked. I'm still not playing it. It would take other people to make me play it at this point. I cannot get around the idea of having to deal with the randos and the ganking and stuff like that. I can't get my head around that. I don't have to deal with people like that. Don't have to deal with it. So I'm still not getting on top of that. Stranger Things Season 5 Volume 2 trailer teases shock reveals and says everything we've ever assumed about the Upside Down has been dead wrong. Well, that's meaningless to me because I know nothing about any of it. But have fun with that, everybody. James Cameron gets technical when asked to respond to criticism of his use of 3D and high frame rate in Avatar Fire and Ash. All right, why is James Cameron still pushing 3D with this Avatar crap? Why? Nobody, all right, listen, nobody wants 3D movies. Nobody wants it. Nobody wanted it the first time it came back. Nobody wants it now. Especially people like me who wear glasses. The last thing I want to do is put a pair of glasses over my glasses. It's not fun or comfortable. So I don't. Well, I'm not going to watch Fire and Ash anyway, but I don't want 3D movies. Nobody wants it. I've never heard anybody really say, I'm excited for this 3D version of a movie. Never have I heard that. Never. Making everything worse in every single way. Star Wars 9 Knives Out director Rian Johnson says bluntly, FAI. Do I really want to open that can of worms with him? I don't think I do. 3D is normie immersion. I guess that's one way to think about it. Tomb Raider trilogy actor bids farewell to Lara Croft role as new lead teases we're just getting started. We talked about the Tomb Raider Game Award stuff a little bit yesterday, and my take is I'm not really a Tomb Raider guy, so I don't really care. Jed says he'd have to see gameplay and see where it's going to be interested because the way the last trilogy went, he got disillusioned. And Dre also doesn't care. So I don't know. I'm not really interested in playing a Tomb Raider game. Shift Up CEO receives award for contribution to Korean game industry. Listen, Stellar Blade is a great game. Fun game. Only played it one time. Haven't replayed it yet. Fun game. Beautifully made. Beautiful, beautiful Eve. But my other experiences with Korean games, namely Korean MMOs, makes me want to run and cry in a corner because Korean MMOs are unforgiving and they really are grind heavy where the final rewards are not worth the grind, in my opinion. They don't really do end game material well. So I have issues with Korean MMOs. I will never play another Korean MMO in my life. But they do make good games. They make pretty games. And Eve. Oh. Anyway, in the wake of Divinity's gruesome reveal trailer, Larian Publishing Director says it's not trying to shock the audience. Rather, treat them with a level of intellectual respect. Okay. I'm still not sold on that game. Grind heavy, pay to win. I assume that means slop. Slop. Yeah. Slop. Yeah. Korean games are grind heavy with no payout. Kel is absolutely right. And pay to win is. Do they pay to win now? I didn't know that. You're part of the problem. Doc 2 star Paul McGann addresses AI images that tricked fans by showing him on set with Billy Piper. Listen. Don't be fooled by shit. This is why I have a rule I run by with a lot of stuff. Don't jump on a story just because I see it posted on X Twitter. Wait and see if it's picked up by and we may hate the shill media, but when they pick it up, you know it's real then. You know it's real. So sometimes don't immediately believe everything you see. Star Wars: The Last Jedi director Rian Johnson says he was hoping for fan pushback rather than simply treating the franchise with kid gloves. What? I guess he said more than talking about AI. Listen, last thing Rian Johnson needs to be doing is opening his fat round head and trying to convince people that he did good for Star Wars. But there are people out there who think that we, real fans, actual nerds, people who care about Star Wars, there are people out there who think that we're in the wrong and we didn't understand that understand Rian Johnson, and Rian Johnson is what was the best person ever for Star Wars because he gets it more than anybody. Give me a break, man. Shut up, all of you. There is no doctor in War Between Land and Sea. The doctor has not shown up, and we don't know who the doctor is right now because what Shooty did, he did go through regeneration into what we don't know. Rose Doctor? Well, no. Dr. Rose? They don't know. Remember, that whole thing was last minute. They pulled that out of their ass because the whole thing got canceled when we knew it got canceled, and they scrapped their season 3 plans. And they reshot the ending of it. So there is no doctor to come save them in War of Lazy. That's something we have to remember tonight. Although there is. 10 and 14. 10 and 14 is still on Earth. 10 and 14 is still there. Yeah, Doctor without the doctor. Yeah, and I did start watching for tonight already, but when I woke up, I started watching, and it's terrible. It's just so bad. Halfway through the episode, they're still sinking down the ocean. Yeah. But shut up, Ryan Johnson. French President Ron Macron, don't care. Oh, well, okay. Is back on Instagram celebrating Claire Obscure. Specifically calling it record-breaking game words. I don't care what he has to say. He's just doing that because he's French. Phasmophobia will debut on Nintendo Switch 2 in 2026. Hey, another way for Dermy to play Phasmophobia. Okay, Rob Reiner again. Zootopia making all that money. And now we're into old news. Okay, Park Place. Yeah, this is also a thing yesterday. There was rumors that instead of Matt Smith, Batista was the front runner to play Brainiac. And then James Gunn came out and said, no, he's not the front runner to play Brainiac. And Brainiac's might not even be in the movie, guys. So once again, James Gunn is lying to your face when he already admitted that Brainiac was going to be in the movie. James Gunn is a liar. And you have to twist yourself into knots to protect this shit. You have a problem. You should seek help. But don't look it for here because I'm going to roast you and make fun of you. And again, Rob Reiner, Zootopia, K-pop Demon Hunters, something with that. And that's kind of it. That's it. That's the news. Weird news day because of the murder of Rob Reiner. Weird news day. And we'll see where that goes. So we're only about 30 minutes in. Where are we going to go from here? I got nothing right now. I'll give you. I guess I'll chat a little bit. I'll ramble on a little bit while you guys decide if there's anything you want to throw your weight behind. Let's see. All right. Here's the thing. All right. Oh wait. Yeah. Okay. One thing also. I'll remind you guys. So, when we're done here this afternoon, I will be putting up the voting for chat choice for drive-in. Only 6 movies, so I have to give it to somebody real quick and get 4 movies out of that. So I'm going to try and get that out this afternoon so you guys can vote it on. I'll leave the voting up until Wednesday. And then on Wednesday, I'll shut it down and we will announce the movie. And Jed and I will have to watch it for this Saturday before we go on Christmas break next week. But let's see. What do I want to talk? Do I have anything I want to talk about on my mind? Anything like that? You like all the James Gunn movies, especially Super. Well, Kratos, you're a twisted, deranged human being. Super is a bad movie. It's not a good movie. It's not. I saw it once on TV. It was not a good movie. I haven't seen every James Gunn movie, so I can't say that all the movies are bad, but James Gunn is not. James Gunn's a one-trick pony. We're kind of saying that. And like we talked about this yesterday, I talked about this yesterday on Drive-In. I'm sorry, on Roundtable. We looked up the writer of Supergirl, this chick. She's written nothing. Her resume of writing credits is nothing. She's a failed supporting actress. And she has no credits to her name, and she's been given this movie. So when you see that, don't tell me James Gunn wasn't in the room with her writing that, so to speak. Don't tell me James Gunn didn't ghostwrite this movie, because he probably did. Probably did. I know you're trolling, because that's what you do. You're evil. You want to twist me up and change my words. That's what you want to do. I know what you're trying to do here. You're trying to make me not to be mean to you. Should maybe not to be mean to you. We cannot make that statement until we see it. We cannot make that statement until we see it. We cannot. Supergirl, I will say this. Supergirl 1984 may have been a cringy, campy mess, but at least it was positive. Supergirl, James Gunn's Supergirl 2026 is going to be a nihilistic mess. It's going to be nihilistic and dark and moody. And that's not going to be good. Stuff on my thing here. Just when I sneezed at one point this morning. Disgusting. I'm a disgusting mess right now because I'm sick. It's not fun. I got to shave tomorrow now too before I do the review. I got to shave tomorrow. I can't. If I'm doing a review, I got to be pretty. Oh, so pretty. But we are. All right. So again, don't that movie. Don't tell the people who are going to cry. Oh, he didn't write it, didn't direct it. The chick who wrote it wrote nothing. Has written nothing that's been released. So it's going to be a mess of a movie. I mean, we broke it down some more yesterday. I'm not going to clip that out because I'm just kind of reiterating what I said last week, but it's there. It's there. The DCU is already with him. There's a lot of rumors running around that James Gunn's going to be fired. He can't be fired until after his contract is over. But coincidentally, his contract might run out just as the deal closes. So his job is not safe. Oh, man. Yesterday we were talking about how we have some excitement again for gaming. I wish I felt that excitement for movies again. Because there are games coming out next year that I'm legitimately looking forward to. 3 or 4 games. And other games that have been out that I'm looking forward to playing to. Like I'm very much looking forward to, come January, when Pocket Pair releases Power World 1.0 and Kel resets the server. I'm looking forward to playing Power World from the beginning without problems since I have it for my PS5 now. I'm looking forward to playing it without problems. I'm looking forward to playing it from the beginning. I'm looking forward to not being lost with what Kel and Dermy are talking about when they're talking about stuff when they have kept playing and I wasn't playing and they have all this stuff. I'm looking forward to being a part of building it instead of just walking in, having it all there for me again. Because I helped build it originally, but then they started again and they rebuilt it again and I didn't know what was going on. And I just wandered around going, having things handed to me. I don't like things handed to me. I don't mind a helping hand. Like if you start something like I did for people in 14, I don't mind giving a little help. It's like, here's a little seed money, have a little fun. Or if somebody's going to craft something for me, that's fine. But there's a part of me that likes to do things on my own, or at least help as part of the team and get it done. Because teamwork is really important in these things. It builds camaraderie. It's part of the fun. I mean, last night, Sam and I were playing Monster Hunter Wilds, and we got pounded hard by the monsters at the end there. The beasties we hunted kicked our asses last night. Sam wasn't feeling that good, so that might have been part of it. And I haven't played for 2 weeks, so I'm a little rusty. And I was making bad decisions. But still, we won a couple things, but we lost a couple real nasty ones. And it was still fun. And part of it was right there. We had a little brief discussion about how I got someplace first. And I was waiting for him. He says, yeah, you should just charge in. And I said, no, I wait for the team. Because this is a team fight. It's teamwork. I know my role. And it's not to run in there and get punched in the face. Crossover. I see that's important for Power. The new crossover patch drops this week. That's important. Because it allows me on the PS5 to get into the server. It's important. That's important that it works. I lost my train of thought there. This is the problem when I don't have a plan. I'm scrambling for ideas. And I'm usually good, but the way this show works, I try to leave it up to you guys with what you want to do for stuff. So, Kel, for $35 there, I must watch Lord of War, the Nick Cage movie. I've never seen it. I've never seen Lord of War. So we're gonna try for that one on Thursday. We're gonna try since I have to do review on Wednesday for Fallout. We'll try for that one on Thursday. I'll try to watch it for Wednesday night for Thursday. So Lord of War. So we got 2 chat maybe watch this reviews tomorrow. We will do this weirdo movie that Kratos has found for me called Sex Lives of Potato Men. And then I'll watch the Nick Cage movie Lord of War, based upon one of the most notorious gun runners. Add to the Grinch tier. Oh, okay. Add to the Grinch tier. All right, let me do that. So that's plus 35. That makes it 25 away from me having to be a Grinch to somebody else. All right. Okay, then. Thank you, Kel. Okay. I've heard Lord of War is a fun movie, but based upon one of the most notorious arms dealers in modern history. But it should be good. Listen, I enjoy a good Nick Cage movie. I don't dislike Nicolas Cage. The thing about Nick Cage is he always delivers on a role. He doesn't half-ass it. I will say that about Nick Cage. Nick Cage always puts out an effort. He doesn't mail in a performance. Jared Leto. Jared Leto, I do not like. I do not like Jared Leto. I've seen enough Jared Leto that I don't like Jared Leto. Why does he keep getting roles? I don't know. Don't know at all. I read something the other day that when he did his role for Ass to Ass, he method acted that. He went and hung out with junkies, and he injected water into himself like heroin, and he lost all that weight, and he said he's never going to go that far again. So I found that interesting. He committed to that. I'll give him that. He committed to being a junkie. Weird. I don't understand method acting. Maybe it's because my mind, maybe because I'm a writer and I can put myself mentally into other things that I don't need. That I can when I've done acting before. I can do it. I don't need to go that far. But doing that kind of research, that's weird, man. That's dangerous almost. Junkies ain't safe people to be around. They'll kill you for that hit. All right. Let me see. We got. Can we squeeze another 17 minutes out of today's show to get to that hour? Can we do that? Is there anything we can do to do that? I know it's kind of hard because we don't have videos to watch anymore. That's why we have to rely on discussion. We have to rely on talking about things. That's the problem. That is the problem. So, I'm sorry, guys. It's Monday, and I'm also a little. I feel like I'm a little slow today because I'm still a little sick, and I just want to keep sleeping. I think it's also the cold. The cold weather has me wanting to just bundle up, stay under the cover. So that's what I want to do, but I can't because I got shit to do today. Once we're done here, I got more shit to do. I got a lot of editing to do. I got other things I got to take care of, and then I got to finish watching War Between Land and Sea because tonight 11:30, myself, Dermy, and Jed, Doctor Who Cares reviews. We got that tonight, so the day doesn't end just because it's cold and I want to curl up and get under the covers. So the day doesn't end. Although I am kind of hoping at some point I can sneak in a quick nap. I am hoping for that, but I don't see where it's going to happen. Because when we're done here, I'm going to be editing for at least an hour. And then I got other shit to do. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, I hate not having things for you guys for me to talk about. But it's Monday. Well, what do you do on a Monday? I mean, if I covered more than just what we covered, maybe I could just randomly talk about shit. But I don't talk sports. We don't talk politics. And I have nothing to really expound upon because the week just started. I'm not pissed off at anything yet. Not enough has happened. And like it or not, the Rob Reiner thing is soaking up all the oxygen in the room. So there's nothing else is really bubbling to the surface. Oh boy. I guess I kind of want to. I guess in a couple weeks we'll be able to start gaming again for the channel. We'll start gaming again. It'll be Dragon Quest 3 HD2D remake. We'll do that. God, I feel very incompetent right now. I'm not providing you guys with entertainment here. I'm just rambling, hoping that something pops up, something happens. I guess I could doom scroll for a quick minute here. I guess I'll doom scroll. All right, I'm going to doom scroll. I'm not going to show you. You never know what's going to come up here. But I guess I'll doom scroll. Maybe something will jump out. Something will jump out. And these are people just spazzing out over shit. This is why I kind of want to just stay off. Oh no. Is this really a Doomsday trailer leak? What the hell? Can't tell these days. Can't tell. And that's the thing. Well, we're supposed to get a Bandu Grogu trailer this week, too. Supposed to get that. That'll be fun. I'll enjoy that. We'll react to that one. Yeah, right now, the feed is all messed up between the stuff I normally look at, which is trash, and the news of the day. And then the horrific murder of Rob Reiner and his wife. So yeah, this doom scrolling is going to accomplish absolutely nothing here. Who's spazzing? Oh, it's just people reacting to the reactions of the death of Rob Reiner. That's what I'm seeing right now. No, we are not looking up the Odyssey trailer. You want me to look? I mean, the fake Odyssey trailer. I mean, I've talked about that. Here's the thing. I love the Odyssey as a story. Ever since I first read it in high school when they had us read it. And it's art. It's art. And Nolan is an artist. Christopher Nolan is an artist as a director and somewhat as a writer. Borsal's a director. And I still feel like what he's going to do with the Odyssey is his reach exceeding his grasp. I think that's how that goes. I don't think he's going to quite grab it. It's going to be a technically well-made movie, but I think he's going to miss something in it. I just do. I think there's something going to be missing from it. And my fear is Nolan tards, Nolan guys, are not going to understand that their boy conceptually might miss the mark on it. Only person I'm pretty confident that will be able to be objective on it is Jed. I'm pretty sure Jed will be able to remain objective on it for being a Nolan guy. I think his love for the Odyssey will override his love for Nolan. There are others out there, a lot of people who will be like, oh, it's Nolan, it's going to be great. And I don't understand going to see a movie just to see the prologue when it's out there already. You don't need to go, but I gotta see it in IMAX. Shut up. IMAX is a grift. IMAX is a total grift. And I ain't paying for that shit. Never. Anyway, yeah, so there's nothing here. There's nothing here for me to react to. Simply because what I'm saying is everything is the it's I mean, I get my retarded shit right here, which is my normal crap, where I have to deal with the stands because I troll them. So that fills up my feed. Regular pop culture stuff or that. Now, I agree. Going to see Infinity Couch is great, but I think IMAX is a waste of time. No one will ever convince you otherwise. IMAX is a waste of time. IMAX is a waste of time and money. Infinity Castle, not a waste of time, but IMAX, a waste of time and money. I'll never be convinced otherwise. You don't need to watch a movie like that. You don't need to pay money like that. The movie will look just as good because you're only going to see it once. So it's just the human eye can only see so much, and that's pushing the limit. And I will not buy into IMAX. I never will. I think IMAX is a grift. IMAX is a grift. I will never do that. I will never believe otherwise. You criticize me for saying that, but I'll never believe otherwise. Anyway, let's see. So, all right. So, well, we've got 9 minutes left. I've managed to ramble for about 8 minutes. We'll go over the week's events for another 9 minutes, and maybe something else will come up in that, and we'll have something else to talk about. I apologize if this is a low energy day. It's a weird day. It's a Monday with a news story that I can't really cover. It's a Monday with a big story that I can't really cover, and everything else has already been covered yesterday on yesterday's streams. So, gaming coming up not till after Christmas. No gaming till Christmas because I have nothing to play for you guys. I have games, but they're Christmas presents, so I can't play them until after Christmas. That's breaking the rules. So let's see this week what we got. So tomorrow I'll be watching Fallout Season 2, and I'll get you guys that review on Wednesday. Rest of the week, regular time show here. Tomorrow we've got Chat Maybe Watches Reviews. Once again, this name it's called the Sex Lives of Potato Men, courtesy of Kratos. Then Thursday we have Lord of War Chat Maybe Watches Review. Then on Friday we got Ball Busters, which we will do Dermy karaoke this Friday. Everybody agreed that it was kind of better to push it to this Friday because it's closer to Christmas. So we will have Dermy karaoke this Friday. And of course, Saturday Night Drive-In, Chat Choice. I will get you guys the poll later today. You have until Wednesday to vote on it. And then I don't know what we're doing. I don't know if we're doing any co-op this Saturday. Probably more private play. Seems what we'll be doing lately. If I don't take a nap. I took a nap in the middle of Saturday this weekend. I did it. I admit it. I went to sleep for an hour. Went to sleep. Then Sunday, Roundtable at 3 p.m. Eastern. And all the good things come with that. Now, tonight, again, at 11:30 p.m. Eastern, we've got Doctor Who Cares Reviews, The War Between the Land and Sea, episodes 3 and 4. We somehow got an hour out of that last time. I'm surprised we got as much as we did last time. I don't know how long we'll go because this show is empty. It's nothing but agenda-driven nonsense so far. Nothing but nonsense. So I don't know. We were surprised how long we went last time. If we only go half an hour, we might only go half an hour. We don't know. The show is dog shit. It's terrible. It's nonsense. I'm halfway through episode 3 right now, and nothing's happened. Nothing has happened. They're all just sitting and talking at each other. It's ridiculous. That is the state of Doctor Who. The state of Doctor Who, where for an entire month leading into Christmas, there's no Christmas special because they don't have one. They pushed it to next year, whatever the hell that's going to be. And you have this dog shit spinoff with characters you don't care about, pushing climate agenda in your face with other agendas slapped in there for ridiculousness. And they want you to take this seriously. You're dealing with a situation on Earth that if the Doctor was there, he would have shown up. And there is a Doctor there. It's called 10 and 14. I mean, if it's taking place while Shooty Who regenerated, okay, that explains why he's not there. But 10 and 14 is still there. There is still an active, alive Doctor who has the experiences of the Doctor, the real Doctor. Because remember, Shooty was a clone born from 10 and 14's penis because they touched tips and he exploded out. I know. But, excuse me. It's just ridiculous that that's the state of Doctor Who. that they're so retarded and so broken in storytelling that they cannot acknowledge that there is there is Dr. Tenant 14 on Earth right there. And he's not doing shit. And even if he's not there, then tell us he's not there. Tell us he fucked off in the TARDIS. Tell us he fucked off. But tell us. Don't make us have to say, well, why isn't 10 and 14 doing this? Because you know why? They don't care. They don't care. They don't care. Because you know what the problem is now with these types of people? And I include RTD and all kinds of people, these writers today, they don't write anything with continuity. A lot of them don't take the time to make sure that everything is tied up nicely, that all threads connect. They don't. They just they come into a writer's room, all these people who don't deserve to be there, or have long since lost their ability to write correctly. They come in there, and it's agenda first, is what it is. It's how am I going to, I'm here to write about this agenda topic. In this case, for this show, climate. We're going to talk about the climate crisis. We're going to talk about that. So it's not about creating a story about characters or a world, this, that. It's about how can we tell a story centered around this piece of agenda bullshit. That's what we have today when it comes to writers. And that is why everything sucks. Even things that are pushing the agendas we like, I don't want to see any of it. This is why I don't like television that is generally based in the real world. Because usually it's going to be attached to one agenda or another, whether it's the agenda I believe in or the agenda that the woke tards believe in. The reason I like genre, fantasy, science fiction, supernatural things is because you can get away from that stuff. And when themes do come in, it should be classical adaptations of themes. Totalitarianism, freedom, or hope, or struggle, resistance against larger powers, good versus evil. It's so much easier when you step out of the real world. Not to mention, if you are writing in the real world, you have to get some shit right. You have to make sure you're getting it right on how things work, how the systems work. That's why I prefer fantasy and science fiction. Because when you're making something up, you set up the rules yourself. You don't have to adhere to the rules, but you still have to understand how things work. You still have to do some research, understand how things work. But it makes it easier. You have more room to maneuver, more wiggle room to get something done. But you do stuff in the real world, you're inevitably going to get drawn into it. Perfect example, a show about the supernatural called Supernatural. For years, just stuck to its stuff. But then, because it went so long, because it takes place in a real world situation, Eric Kripke lost his mind and had to get political in it. That's why I don't like real world stories. That's why I don't. And why I always am hesitant to watch them. Because the writers will inevitably try and connect it to real world garbage. You'll be forced to. Because you can't get away from it. I prefer fantasy and science fiction. Make up my own shit. Only got to follow my rules. Nobody else's. Now, things still have to make sense, and I work hard to make sure they make sense. But that's how I think it is these days. Writers' rooms suck because they're wedded to the real world. And then when they write fantasy and science fiction, they bring the real world in because they don't know how not to. They're not capable of thinking outside their agenda-driven political box. And that's why most of the time everything sucks. That's why it sucks. That's why I don't look forward to anything anymore. Only things I look forward to are games and anime. Because anime never lets me down. Always find something in the new season. I could start the new season. The season, winter's ending. I'm finally going to finish My Hero Academia. Finally going to finish it. I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be fun. And that's fun. The anime, the last bastion of original entertainment, that's fun for me. I don't look forward to regular television. I don't look forward to movies. I don't look forward to new books. I look forward to games. And I look forward to anime. That's it. That's it. Nothing else new excites me. Once in a while, something will come across my desk. Yeah, sure, it's fun. It's great. I'm glad it was put in front of me. But I don't go looking for it. I don't go looking for it because then you get expectations. Expectations then are easily dashed. All right. You got a monologue at the last minute here to get us to the hour. So we're going to wrap it up here unless we got anything else. Let me check to make sure that everybody's had their say today. Yep, it looks like we are done. So we're going to wrap it up here. Thank you, everybody, for joining me today. I hope you had a good time. I apologize if it was a strange show. A little weird today, I know, because I couldn't. As I said, the Rob Reiner stuff soaks up all the oxygen. So nothing else really bubbled to the surface. And everything else, I've already talked about it yesterday. I'd be repeating myself. And I don't like to repeat myself unless there's new information. That's the key. New information. Then you recap. Then you move forward. Because why should I kvetch about Supergirl? I kvetched about Supergirl yesterday. We did that already. All right, guys. Thank you, guys. I'll see you guys later tonight at 11:30 for Doctor Who Cares Reviews, The War Between the Land and the Sea, parts 3 and 4. So until then, have a good day. Stay safe out there. Be warm and take it easy. Oh, yeah. You're going to be sent over to Jedstream. Bye.